Out of 6 steps, the third step is approximate leveling. By tripod stand legs. Now let us discuss first these three points, and then we will move with the remaining three. Now the first one is selection of instrument station. If suppose your instrument is either at dumpy level or auto level, and we are having an area which is not completely flat, it may have a lot of undulations, or it may have some up and downs, or it may have any unflat area. So in that case also we have to select an instrument station in such a way that of course we have to go for some chain point in the instrument, but as well as we have to reduce the calculations, we have to reduce the number of chain points. So we have to select an instrument station in such a way that almost maximum number of points can be covered from that instrument station. So as far as the project of first project is concerned, we are having an area which is a mix of up and down, ground surface. So in that case, we have to select a position from which a maximum point can be covered from a single instrument station. That is nothing but your first adjustment of table. Suitable instrument station will minimize your number of time required to complete the work, and hence will reduce our efforts to complete that particular work. So first is much more important, as far as if we are having a large area, and if we do not consider this first point when we keep the instrument on station, we may require number of times to change the instrument from say one position to the another position. So please keep in mind that this is the most important instrument station point if we wanted to complete the leveling observations or leveling experiment within a very short period of time. Next is fixing the instrument on the tripod stand. If you have seen the tripod stand, the top of the tripod stand is having a triangular shape. Top of the instrument is having a triangular shape, as well as the leveling instrument or dumpy or auto level. Some auto levels are having a circular shape, but mostly dumpy levels are having a triangular shape. So this means that when you keep the instrument on a tripod stand, both the triangles should be parallel to each other. That was the exact keeping of an instrument on the tripod stand. So second is also important, fixing the instrument on the tripod stand. Once we keep the instrument exactly on the tripod on the ground surface, put that tripod stand also having the sharp edges at the end, which is called as horseshoe, and we have to press those legs inside the ground so that it will be firm onto the ground and it won't move or it won't disturb due to the disturbance. And then we have to keep the instrument on that particular tripod stand by using the screws. Third one is the approximate leveling by the tripod stand and legs. Now we have kept the tripod stand on the ground. We have pressed those legs firmly onto the ground. We have placed the instrument on the tripod stand, and next we have by using the legs the major adjustment to be done. What is exactly the adjustment? If you look at towards the adjustments of a level, we are having a longitudinal bubble tube. Longitudinal bubble tube is like this. Suppose we are having the 3 foot screws. Say this is first, say this is second, and say this is third. And these are the 3 foot screws, or let us suppose that we are having the 3 legs like this, and we are having a longitudinal bubble tube like this, which is just above your instrument. Now, when we bring the bubble at the center, or when we will say that instrument is in temporary adjustment, when this bubble will be exactly at the center of its run. This bubble tube also having some graduations. At both the ends we are having some graduations, and at the center we should have the bubble. So how to bring the bubble at the center is nothing but pure temporary adjustment, or part of a temporary adjustment. So first we have to use the tripod stand legs to bring the bubble approximately at the center. This means what? By keeping the 2 legs fixed and third leg moving either right, either left, up and down, bring the bubble at the center of its run. Major movement of the bubble is to be adjusted by using the tripod stands. Some students, what they do is, when they keep the instrument on the tripod stand, they directly uses their foot screws. This is the wrong practice. First, when you keep the instrument, try to bring the bubble approximately at the center by using this process. How to do it? I will repeat it again. When we keep the instrument on the tripod stand, there are 3 legs. Out of 3 legs, keep any 2 legs constant onto the ground. Do not disturb those 2 legs, and just look at the position of the bubble and try to rotate the third leg, either right, either left, either up and down, and try to bring the bubble approximately at the center of its run. This is the step number 3. Next one is my step number 4. Step number 4 is perfect leveling by using the foot screws. Now, once we have adjusted this particular bubble by using the legs, the next step is we have to adjust the bubble exactly at the center of its run by using the foot screws. Okay, so let us see how to do it. Now I will draw a much bigger sketch of this particular foot screw and longitudinal bubble tube, so that you can easily understand that particular thing. So here I will draw 2 different sketches. Okay, so say this is my first foot screw, say this is my second foot screw, and say this is my third foot screw. On which we are having an instrument. Now, at the starting of this process, the instrument is having a telescope. So bring the telescope parallel to any 2 foot screws. So I will name these foot screws as foot screw A, foot screw B, and foot screw C. A, B, C are the 3 foot screws. First is, you have to bring the foot screws at the center of its run. If I take the section of the foot screw, it will look like this. Say this is the vertical member around which your foot screw rotates. Sometimes due to the negligence, the foot screw might be over here. So this is the total run. This is the total run. So what we have to do, before going for the adjustment by using foot screws, bring the foot screws at the center of its run. So if it is the center, so try to bring it to the center of its run. Perform this for each and every foot screw. Once all the foot screws at the center of its run, then bring the telescope parallel to any two foot screws. So here what I have done, I have kept this telescope parallel to the foot screws A and B. I will name this as a telescope. Okay, this is my first step. Bring the telescope either by rotating in clockwise or anti-clockwise. Bring your telescope parallel to any two foot screws. Then, look at the position. Look at the position of your bubble. So, approximately, let us say that by using the trapod stand legs, say this is the center of this particular bubble tube, and suppose we had some deviations of my bubble. It is not exactly at the center. Okay, so these are the graduations on the longitudinal bubble tube. Now this position was brought by the legs, the trapod stand legs, and approximately 100% we have to bring it back to the center by using this step number 4. Please listen it carefully, because this is much more important when we keep the instrument throughout this semester or for the next semester. Throughout the year, we have to perform these particular operations several times. Okay, so let us go for this process. I have kept the telescope parallel to A and B. The position of my bubble tube was like this before going for step number 4. Now what I will do is I will rotate these foot screws simultaneously, either inside or either outside. At the same time, try to rotate these two foot screws either inside or both either outside. Got it? You have to rotate that particular foot screws at the same time, either both inside or both outside. When you rotate that particular foot screws, two foot screws, you will see that your bubble is either moving towards the center or it might be moving away from the center. Now you have to see by which movement your bubble is coming, or bubble will be adjusting itself at the center because of this movement of your foot screws. Once you understood that when I rotate it inside, bubble is just coming towards the center, you have to perform that particular operations. As the instrument is very much sensitive, we have to do not rotate it by using very hard and very rough. Just use a smooth hand and just rotate it either inside or outside. Now the position is this: if I rotate it inside, my bubble is just coming toward the center of its track. Small, again just rotate it inside and bring the bubble at the center. Got it? Now if you do it for few seconds or few minutes, you can see that bubble will be exactly at the center of its track. In other cases, what may happen, when you move your bubble, when you move your telescope, when you move your foot screws outside, that time also, sometimes in some positions, your bubble will get at the center of its run. So again, that depends on the position of the instrument, position of your tripod stand. So either you have to bring the bubble at the center by rotating these three foot screws inside or outside. Perform the instrument, bring the bubble at the center of its run. Done. Next, rotate the telescope in a clockwise direction. How much we have to rotate, how much angle? We have to rotate it by 90 degrees. So I will draw the second position of the telescope and the foot screws. Suppose this is again, suppose first foot screw B, and say this is foot screw C. And when I rotate the telescope, suppose this is my telescope. When I just rotate the telescope clockwise in the direction, in clockwise direction with an angle of 190 degree, this will be my position of the telescope. This means that my telescope will be on third foot screw. So I'll draw a sketch showing the telescope is on third foot screw. Got it? This is say figure number 1, operation number 1, and this is the second step of this particular operation or procedure. Now when I rotated the telescope right angle with in a clockwise direction, you will see that the telescope will be on the third foot screw. Now again check the position of the bubble. I will again draw the position of the bubble. Approximately it might be at the center or it may not be at the center. If it is at the center, then you have done your temperature adjustment. If it is not at the center, what we have to do is again rotate only single, or say foot screw number C. Only rotate the foot screw C either in clockwise or either in anti-clockwise direction, and try to bring bubble exactly at the center of its run. Done. We brought the bubble at the center of its run by only revolving this foot screw either clockwise or either anti-clockwise at the center of its run. Now we have done the step number 2. Again, next step is again rotate this telescope in a clockwise direction. Again in a clockwise direction with the angle of, again same angle we have to perform. Rotate it up to 90 degrees. So when you rotate it in 90 degrees, you will see we have achieved again my step number 1, in which the telescope is parallel to A and B foot screws. Okay. So when I rotated the telescope for the second time in a 90 degree, I will achieve the step number 1. Now when my instrument is, or when a telescope is at step number 1 again, what you will see is, if the bubble is at the center of its run, then we can say that my adjustment is completed, my temperature adjustment is almost completed. If bubble is not at the center, suppose this is what I have achieved after bringing the telescope again on parallel to A and B. What we have to do is again perform this operation 1 or step 1. Rotate the foot screws, revolve the foot screws either both inside or both outside simultaneously, and again bring the bubble at the center. Repeat step number 1. Then rotate the telescope on third foot screw in a 90 degree and repeat the step number 2. When you complete these steps for either first or second trial, you will get bubble exactly at the center of its run. This is the step number 4. Got it? Okay.